When you lean your motorcycle over to make a turn, you have two forces: gravity and centrifugal force, or lateral acceleration. When you lean your bike over at 45 degrees, you are getting exactly one G of lateral force. Lateral force grows at the square of your speed. You don't have to change speed much at all once you're over 45 degrees to exceed 1.1 G. Which means what? You wash out. The traction on the rubber on your bikes on asphalt is such that you would take 1.1 G of force before it breaks away. Fortunately, motorcycles are oversteer devices. Unlike cars, which are understeer. That in a car, your front wheels will lose traction first, and you'll wash out of the curb. And in a motorcycle, the design is such that it's oversteer, which means your rear tire will lose traction first, and it will lose and point your front end right into the turn. Which is really very good, because it makes you feel like you're in control and the bike is not fighting you. If your bike was understeering, you would feel like it's not making a turn good enough. Now, some of you have lots and lots of skill. Y'all been to the races and seen motorcycles lean farther than 45 degrees. They can lean 50 degrees, which means they take 1.2 G's of force lateral. Which is why your pegs scrape at 45 degrees. That's not the worst thing that ever happened to you. The worst thing that ever happened to you is if you ignored that. That's just a warning to you, telling you, don't you dare try to make this any tighter or faster, because you're about to wash out. Right? And what happens, by the way, if you drag a peg? What should you do? Well, what you should not do is chop your throttle or grab a handful of brake. What you should do is lean your body into the turn. Why? Because your motorcycle will stand up. I know it's counterintuitive, and that's why I said it. If you drag a peg, you should lean your body, not the bike. Lean your body into the turn, which will lift the peg off the ground, and you can continue your turn. Well, how do the racers get away with a 50-degree lean, and you can only... No, it has nothing to do with throttle.
Body position.
It has nothing to do with body position. 50-degree... The lean in a turn is determined by the speed and radius. Has nothing to do with how high center of gravity is. Has nothing to do with how heavy the bike is. The lean is established absolutely by your speed and the radius of the turn. How can they go 50-degree lean over and you can only do 45? They can do it because they have special tires. The compounds on the racing tire will support upwards of 1.3 G's, which is why they can lean over and do 1.2 G's, and you can't, because as soon as you try, you wash out. So don't jack up the suspension on your bike thinking, gee, that'll give me a little bit more lean angle, because it's certainly going to put you on your butt.